Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'll show you how to get this much watermelon out of one farm fresh watermelon. Happiness truly is the first watermelon of the season. Let's play a game. How many times will I say watermelon in this video? Alright guys, let's go.
Hey guys, so today we are going to cut up this hunka chunka lovin' watermelon. I know there's a lot of ways on the internet that claim to be the easy, safe way, but I'm here to tell you that's a quick way to get your finger chopped off. So we are going to do this together, quick and easy and safe. Let's go.
If you enjoy this video, please click the subscribe button. It really helps out my little channel.
Okay, first you'll need a decently sharp knife. The sharper the better, because it'll slice through this really thick green skin easily. But you need to be very, very careful. Keep your fingies out of the way. You also need a decent sized cutting board. Any kind will do. And my trick to not make the biggest mess you can is just get one or sometimes two dishcloths, put underneath your cutting mat. This is going to help with all the extra juice that pops up so that it does not get on your counters and seep down onto your floor as much. Now, cutting a watermelon is going to happen. It doesn't matter how hard you try. So, let's get started. What you want in a watermelon is you want that yellow spot. That means this bad boy has been like this in the field, getting big, getting delicious for a long time. That's what you want. And then smack the watermelon, hear that hollow sound. So let's see what we got. We're gonna make our first two cuts are gonna be, you gotta poke it with your knife first to get it started, just like that. Put all our peels aside.
Or some would call them rinds.
There, we have two ends off. I like to cut it right
down the middle.
Careful of that knife. Makes it easier to section it up. Ooh, yum, look at that. Ooh, so delicious. Fat side down, okay? First one's gonna be a small chunk. You're gonna use your both hands, work it down, just like that. You wanna see that pink here. We're gonna work our way around the watermelon so that we can get as much of that white and green off as possible. Now if you want to make pickled watermelon rinds, then you will have washed the outside of your watermelon before now. I'm not terribly worried about that right now, so we're just gonna keep going. How is your day today? I'm having a great day. Every day is a beautiful day and another chance to enjoy what God has made on this earth for us and bring joy to others. So thanks for coming in and hanging out with me. Maybe learning how to cut a watermelon if you haven't learned before. If you have a funner way or different way, then leave it in the comments below. That way everyone can glean the wisdom that you have to give. All right, so we're getting right down here to the end. You see how I'm getting as thin as necessary to make sure that it is not taken away from our delicious watermelon flesh as much as possible. Just like that. Take it in slices like this. My knife is just barely long enough to do this. But if your knife is not quite long enough, you can cut it in half, flip it on the side, and then start it that way from this next step that we're going to do. So we take our slices, put them down on the side. And you cut just as nice a pieces as you can. Great thing about watermelon is no one's ever complained about getting a piece that was too big or the size or shape of the watermelon. They're just all happy to eat them. So then you want to take, I'm going to use this bowl to start keeping your slices into. We may not be pickling these peels today, but we are going to put them in our compost, and they're going to help give great nutrition to all our plants out there, which will then give us great nutrition. So if you have a bench scraper, you can scrape your food. That way I safely use a knife to do it. Sometimes too lazy to clean yet another thing when I don't have to. You guys know what I'm talking about. These last little pieces. You want to make sure that when you are cutting, you don't cut with flat fingers. You want to curl your fingers like you are tapping the table. This will keep the knife out of your fingertips. See, just like this. Always be mindful of where your fingers are in relation to your knife. Okay, as you can see, that was just like a quarter of this watermelon, and it already pretty much filled up my bowl there. I'm gonna have to get reinforcements. Looks like we're having watermelon as part of dinner tonight. That's for sure. Great thing is once you know how to cut a watermelon, you will save so much money not buying cut watermelon from the store. You'll get 4 times as much if you cut it yourself. And see, this is not even full watermelon season yet. So you can tell that these pieces are kind of pink. They're not bright red yet. They'll still be good. Just wait till weather gets really hot. That's when the watermelons get really good. Keep some extra large containers on hand for moments just like this. As you see, this back here is our compost bucket that we keep on the counter. But because my scraps are so much bigger, I think I will just put them in a bag, and then I can walk it out to the compost bucket. Maybe I'll take y'all out there to see the compost pile today.
I just sped it up for y'all because the second half is just like the first. The only difference here is I get out a kid safe knife in just a second, and you can see that it will cut a watermelon just as well. This is a great way to teach your kids how to cut with a knife safely. That way they can start helping in the kitchen as early as possible. I won't tell any mom how to do their business, so you do you. You pick the choice that's best for your family. And there's the kid knife right there, made of plastic.
You're going to want to get a cleaner on this surface, because if you don't, in the summertime, you're going to have ants like you would not believe, because they love sweet watermelon. I love watermelon.
I know I'll say 2 bowls in the outro, but actually it's spread to 3 so that I could close them and put them in the fridge. This is really the best way to optimize the amount of edible watermelon you get on the other side of cutting it. Bonus, here is our compost pile. My husband constructed these himself. He's so handy.
Thank you for hanging out with me today when we cut up our watermelon together. We got not 1 but 2 beautiful, huge watermelon containers. Wasn't that hard, was it? We saved money by spending like 10 minutes of our time. So if you want more content like this, please make sure you subscribe, like the video so I know that you were here and you had fun. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you next time. Bye.